Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2022-23 Academic Magnet High School National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. I would like to welcome all of our inductees and guests to the Judith Peterson Lecture Hall. Thank you for coming this afternoon, and thank you to all guests viewing online through the live stream. My name is Carrie Renas. I'm a math teacher here, but I also advise the NHS chapter of NHS. Our society aims to provide opportunities for students to lead, exhibit character, and serve the NHS community. The purpose of our ceremony is to acknowledge the scholarly aptitude of these new members and formally ask them to represent the ideals of our society. Today, they will make a public commitment to fulfill the goals of our society. Induction requires us to articulate our 4 pillars: scholarship, service, character, and leadership, with the expectation that our understanding and acceptance of these pillars will manifest into responsible choices and meaningful action. We plan to continue well-deserved staff recognition and appreciations throughout the year, and are actively mentoring 9th and 10th grade students in their academic courses. For the past 2 years, our chapter has been fully committed to pairing NHS juniors and seniors with the underclassmen for academic guidance, donating time and providing private instruction to students who request assistance. This work strengthens our learning community. We believe all staff should feel valued and all students should have role models and mentors to face new challenges with encouragement and support. The program tonight will also be used as a platform to contemplate a relevant idea. Last year, we focused on our healthy future as we were processing the ramifications of the pandemic on our society and our lives. The challenges faced brought a specific word to mind: resilience. The concept of resilience actually originates from material science, where it describes the property of a material to resume its original shape after distortion or stress. Resilience is observed in life, especially in nature all around us. The dunes on our coastlines that repel the ocean. After every storm, they erode, but rebuild. Resilience in human behavior is described as the process and outcome of successfully adapting to difficult life experiences, ranging from daily challenges to life-altering tragedies or disasters. There's a mixed debate as to whether nature or nurture constitutes differing levels of resilience. Regardless, psychological research states resilience can be fostered. Know that resilience does not require us to ignore reality or deny our suffering. It's not about avoiding obstacles or resisting change. It's about reframing thought patterns and tapping into a strength-based approach in order to work through obstacles. Research shows that when students believe that both intellectual abilities and social attributes can be developed and improved, they increase their own resilience, showing a lower stress response to adversity, stabilizing their response, reaction, and improving performance. The purpose of our school is to provide a unique educational curriculum and environment that sets and supports high expectations for student growth and development. As a teacher here, all your teachers here, we have the responsibility and the privilege of thinking and learning with you, holding you to high standards, showing you new ideas, patterns from the past, possibilities of the future, and different ways you can reason through, work, and solve problems. Yes, there are so many words to read and essays to write, and language, math, music to practice, art to create, understand, and science to learn and explore, ways to compete or work with others, perspectives to consider, questions to ask, connections and corrections to make, and ideas to ponder all day long. Every moment you learn here or accomplish something new here, you change, you grow, you progress, you complete, your successes and even your failures, all of it. It's your response to adversity and this productive struggle that builds resilience within you and within each other. Bonds, relationships inevitably form. As beautifully said by one of our junior inductees, Bo and Gal. We find a way to surmount over challenges. We build resilience through working together. We improve, we help others improve, we endure, and most of all, we as a community learn to become resilient. We practice resilience together and we become stronger. We need role models of resilience, ones we can relate to, who are like us, who've been in our shoes. This year, we are honored to have former AMHS student Nick Price as our guest speaker. He will share his story of resilience from his own lived experience. How does one face a difficult diagnosis, uncertainty? How do we heal from tragedy or cope with difficult realities, things outside of our control? And how do we remain positive, hopeful, helpful, and resolved? How can we take our talents, abilities, and fulfill our purpose despite difficult odds or circumstances? These are questions we may have as we ponder our own levels of resilience. Nick will share with us his own personal story of resilience. Nick is not that much older than you. He faced a difficult diagnosis at your age. He is still here. Not only is he here, but he has found many ways to make a positive impact and turn tragedy into triumph. Nick, thank you for coming back to AMHS to share your story. And Nick, many of your former teachers, and especially Ms. Vogel, wanted me to tell you they love you and are very proud of the person you continue to be. Mr. Johnston also mentioned you're an excellent deckhand on the water.
Good captain.
Lastly, I want to thank the many AMHS, NHS student leaders who have worked with me to plan this ceremony today. Thank you for helping our society, working hard, and your consistent dedication. We benefit greatly from your consistent willingness to serve this community. You will hear from the elected student leaders. They'll speak about the core values of NHS later in the ceremony. But now, I will introduce our elected president, senior scholar Jeffrey Song. I met Jeffrey as a 9th grader in Algebra 2 honors over 3 years ago, and he has been a 2-year leader of National Honor Society, and last year elected as treasurer, and this year elected as our president. It's been a pleasure to know him over the past 4 years. The president of NHS is symbolic. NHS student members elect a student who epitomizes the 4 pillars of NHS. The president represents the best of who we are and aspire to be. Jeffrey, thank you for being a leader we can look up to, and we appreciate your reliable involvement and consistent resolve. Ladies and gentlemen, Academic Magnet High School's 2022-23 National Honor Society elected president, Jeffrey Song.
Thank you, Ms. Renas. We're excited this year to invite both inductees and parents in person to the lecture hall, and friends and family over the live stream to our induction ceremony this year. Having served as treasurer last year and president this year, I've witnessed the challenges and accomplishments of the members of our National Honor Society. From litter sweeps to tutoring underclassmen, and last year, hosting an induction ceremony under COVID regulations, our members have demonstrated excellent resilience, both through NHS and as students at Academic Magnet. Following in the footsteps of former presidents Lily Lassiter and Asher Wallen, who I'd assume maybe one or both are tuning in through the live stream right now on their computer screens, I believe that this year's members will be able to elevate NHS to a higher level and create more impactful projects than we have ever seen before. But of course, that all begins today, when we elect 83 new NHS members who exemplify the 4 pillars of NHS: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. That brings me to our guest speaker this afternoon, Mr. Nick Price. As an alumnus of Academic Magnet, having graduated in 2018, he's experienced all the struggles and hardships that all students are experiencing at Magnet, but with one more, way more arduous one, a brain tumor. But to do my best to not underplay it while being as brief as possible in his introduction, after a series of complex procedures and months of continued perseverance, he was able to fully recover. In the years that followed, he was able to heal through and continue playing soccer, trying out and competing for the Paralympic national soccer team. Then, ultimately, with his aspiration to help others with cancer, founded the Nick Price Foundation and became a National Jefferson National Jefferson Award finalist. Our theme this year is resilience, and Mr. Nick Price is an exemplification of just that. Having gone through all these hardships and having done all of these accomplishments, and being sworn in as a deputy and recently graduated from College of Charleston, he fits almost every definition of resilience, except maybe the material science one. He demonstrates the 4 pillars of NHS: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. So please give a warm welcome, or I guess as warm as you can give him with the HVAC now on. Please welcome our guest speaker, Deputy Nick Price.
All right, thank you guys so much for having me. It's awesome to be back in this building. I know the last time I left as a senior, I kind of had the feeling that after these last 4 hard years, I never want to go back here. But ever since then, anytime I get a chance to come back, see my old teachers, see the coaches, speak to anybody, I'm getting that chance. So thank you guys for having me, and congratulations to everybody in this room for National Honor Society. That's something I didn't do, so you're already one step ahead of me. So he briefly touched on my story. I'll give you guys like a short synopsis, and I'll talk a little bit about resilience. I'll give you a forewarning. I'm not going to give you a blueprint. I'm not going to show you a 20 PowerPoint slide of, hey, this is how to be resilient, A, B, C, and D, and then everybody's going to walk out of this door and be like, I can do this now. Like, it's going to be a process, but hopefully what I can tell you guys will be a good start, and it'll show at least maybe somebody out there that may be struggling, just a good place to get on their feet and maybe teach themselves how to be resilient. So my story began January 29th of 2015. I was a freshman here at Academic Magnet. It had been my dream my whole life to play high school soccer. I went to Carrier Middle School, which is Mount Pleasant. I'm born and raised in Charleston. Hamill, ever since I was in PE class, was trying to recruit me to play soccer here. I wanted to go to Wando my entire life because I love Shiloh Tisdale, the coach over there. But if anybody knows Coach Hamill, do we have any soccer players in here? There we go. If you know Hamill, he can be quite convincing sometimes. Very good speaker as well. So I ended up coming here, and 3 days before my first tryouts, I was diagnosed with brain cancer. I got off from the school bus after seeing double vision. When I looked to the right, I saw the same images. And as a soccer player, if you see 2 soccer balls coming at you, it's a little confusing. So I kind of had to pick one and run with it. They recommended that I go get scans. They said optic nerves look great. You have 20/20 vision. 99% this is something viral. It's going to go away. Don't worry. But just in case, we're going to send you over to an imaging specialist to get it checked out. Of course, I fell into that 1%. They found about a marble-sized tumor in the pons area of my brain, which controls heartbeat, limb function, coordination, eyesight, taste, smell. It's a bit of an epicenter of the brain. It was a bit of a race against the clock. I didn't know if I was born with it, or I didn't know if it had developed very quickly and it was growing real quick. So it was kind of a race against the clock because whatever symptom I gained from having this tumor, my nurse, everybody said, A, it's untouchable, and B, the symptoms were irreversible. They gave me 5 years to live tops. So I should have not been make it past my freshman year of college. Ended up going to the soccer tryouts anyways, made varsity as a freshman, and Hamill and this entire school kind of rallied around me to help me get better. 50 neurosurgeons told me that this brain tumor was not going to be touched, even if they were to cut me open to even biopsy to see what type of tumor it was, that they would have either killed me or left me paralyzed at best. And being a soccer player my whole life, obviously that was extremely devastating. There was one short little neurosurgeon in Phoenix, Arizona, who had the most confidence in the world. He was the same neurosurgeon that worked on Muhammad Ali. He was like, I can get it. And I was like, excuse me? And he was like, no, I can get it. Don't worry, we'll take care of this. And then my family flew me out to Phoenix, where he was located, just so I could sit down and hear him tell me that, like, you're gonna be okay. He said, don't ever take a Ford to a Ferrari shop. It might get fixed, but it might have a little kinks in there, and kinks in brain surgery world are, you lose a function of a limb, and I couldn't afford that. Considering he had the best outcome, we ended up going through with a surgery. The first surgery, my blood pressure spiked for a second, which means he was an area of my brain that it really didn't like, so they sewed me back up. They went in 2 days later, and they were able to completely remove the tumor out of my brain, and then from there forward, I was cancer-free. So it was a successful surgery. The hardest part was still ahead of me. I lost like 30 pounds of muscle. The right side of my face was completely paralyzed for about a year. So it took a long time for me to get back. Long story short, as I healed, I was back on the soccer field within 3 weeks. I was supposed to be in the hospital for 6 months, relearning how to walk, talk. The double vision went away. That was the only thing he got wrong. He said he couldn't reverse anything, but I was able to see one image clearly when I looked to the right. So I had a lot of leftover anonymously donated money, hotel points, and whatnot that I was supposed to be using out in Phoenix. Obviously, I wasn't going to pocket it, so I turned that into the Nick Price Foundation and started handing it to families, started local here and kind of branched out from there where I could actually use that money for its intended purpose. So fast forward, I wore the number 17 for the Raptors for 4 years here, played in college, was able to get 3 state championships here, played semi-professional soccer, and now I've kind of devoted myself to helping other people, and that's how I ended up becoming a deputy sheriff. I feel like I owe my entire life to Charleston. They protected me, and especially this school, in a time that I really needed it. So now it's my turn to take care of everybody in this room and everybody in Charleston when they need it. So let's talk about resilience a little bit. Obviously, I kind of had to teach myself resilience in a time at 15 years old. I was, my greatest concern was, my ratio in a Call of Duty game. And now I had to, think about that I had 5 years left in this world. I thought I had so much more time than that. And like, how was I gonna make the best of this next 5 years? So talking in resilience for everybody else, again, I can't give you a blueprint, but I can give you a start. Step number one is find your purpose, find your reason why. Why did you join National Honor Society? Why did you go to Academic Magnet High School? Why did you say yes to coming to school on a Sunday? Why is everybody in this room? Why do you want to make good grades? Like, why do you want to go into the career path that you want to? I know half of this room already knows. Find your reason why, because otherwise being resilient is, overcoming obstacles. Who here can give me their best definition of being resilient? I know there's one of you that's been thinking about it. All right, well, I'll volunteer. So resilience to me is when an obstacle comes at you, you're able to bounce back and continue going no matter how big or small this obstacle is. So when why you need to find your reason why is because you need a reason why to bounce back. So I know everybody in this room has a story. I know I've shared mine. I'm nobody special. Everybody has a story going on to where, they may be having troubles at home, troubles at work. They've had a hard test. They've had, bad soccer games or any obstacle that can be thrown at them. Step number one is to find your reason why. Why do you keep pushing? So again, I'm sorry I can't give you a blueprint of, what resilience may be. Ms. Renas had a pretty good definition of, how to keep going. But I just wanted to say I'm proud of everybody in this room. You guys already have a sense of resilience just being, having the guts to go into National Honor Society. Thank you guys again for having me, and I'll open it up to any questions that you may have about my story, about resilience, anything. No? All right, well, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Price, for speaking with us this afternoon. We are so grateful to have you share your message of resilience with all of us, and I'm certain it is one that will probably resonate with all the inductees here today. These past few days, all of NHS has taken the opportunity to demonstrate our commitment to resilience and upholding the 4 pillars, and have also assembled a donation for your organization, as well as a personal gift. So, I'd like to invite Harry Ding and Noah Wallen to present you a gift.
Well, while Noah's getting her part of the gift, I just wanted to thank each and every NHS member who worked so hard on the NHS bake sale these past few days. This was a 3-day effort with many members coming in early before school, helping out during lunch, and staying way past after school just to help sell baked goods made by other NHS members. And as a result, we are so proud to be able to thank our speaker, Nick Price, with a donation of $550 to the foundation, with our hopes that he continues to make an amazing difference to his and our community. And then we prepared a little symbol of this gift.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, all of this is going to families here locally, so this will make a big difference in somebody's life. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
We will now begin the candle lighting ceremony to acknowledge our 4 pillars. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty and who have achieved the academic requirements for candidacy and being inducted as a member of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this serves to remind you of the standards and excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to be inducting new members, and with today's ceremony, indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Through strong academic records, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations and serve the school and community through many activities, including litter sweeps and community service opportunities that benefit faculty and staff. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. It is at this time, I think I had a little too much fun with that one. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Academic Magnet High School's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the National Society members. We begin with junior scholar Noah Wallen, elected Vice President of the AMHS chapter of National Honor Society, who will discuss scholarship.
Thank you. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is a great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the ability to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Philosopher George Hegel once said, "The learner always begins by finding fault, but the scholar sees the positive merit in everything." Thank you.
Second, we have senior scholar Moyu Yamaguchi, elected as Secretary of the National Honor Society, to discuss service.
Thank you. Service can be established in the routine of a day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our members and promote for the entire student body. We're committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. Audrey Hepburn once said, "You have two hands, one to help yourself, the second to help others." Thank you.
Third, we have junior scholar Addie Yutzi, elected as historian and parliamentarian of our chapter of National Honor Society, to discuss leadership.
Thank you. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. As Donald McGannon once said, leadership is an action, not a position.
And last but not least, we have junior scholar Harry Ding, elected as treasurer of the chapter of National Honor Society, to discuss character.
Thank you. Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality and our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Abraham Lincoln once declared, "Character is like a tree, and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is, and the tree is the real thing." Thank you.
At this time, will the new inductees please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge one sentence at a time after me. I pledge myself to uphold the ideals of the National Honor Society, to build a strong character in myself and others, to further the advancement of scholarship, to carry aloft the torch of leadership, to serve my school, my community, and my country, in the interest of humanity. Thank you. I will now invite to the stage PIN and certificate officiants, our internal tutoring coordinators, Mary Blake Han and Kaylee Cathcart. Marin Toombs will also assist our inductees. And now, as your name is called, please step forward onto the stage to receive your tokens of membership. And please welcome our principal, Jacob Perlmutter, to offer congratulatory remarks to the new members and to read your names accordingly.
Thank you, and thank you all for being here. I actually don't have much of a speaking role this afternoon, which probably is not an accident. Give a principal an open mic on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, but I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us here and for inviting me to read the names. It makes me incredibly optimistic about our future to see these scholars here this afternoon. And also, Nick, thank you for being here. I also wore number 17 for the Raptors 30 years ago, though. All right. So we start with seniors? Is that right? Juniors, okay. All right, so when you hear your name, come on forward. See if I can lock this up. Riley Anderson. Shivani Bala. Pooja Bala. Lucas Browder. Abigail Broccoli. Eva Bryan. Cecilia Bumeyer. Chloe Carlston. Susanna Carlston. Kaylee Cathcart. Karen Collins. Eliza Compton. Alexa Conlon. Beatty Cummings. Laura Daly. Joseph Dente. Harry Ding. Maya Arenche. Morgan Fletcher. Caroline Foreman. Bowen Gal. Grace Gask. Colin George. Grayson Goodyear. Julia Gullidge. Thomas Hamilton. Addie Hanna. Lawton Harper. Aubrey Hughes. Eva Inman. Annika Johnson. James King. Renitha Kamarsinge. John Lester. Wyatt Mahoney. Ava Mail. Holly Manning. Cliffy Manuel. John McQueen. Sutton Meyer. Ella Moore. Louisa Mulvey. Lily Murphy. Isabella Peraldo. Abby Poole.
Congratulations.
James Pruding.
Congratulations.
Sophie Rubin.
Congratulations.
Grace Rubin.
Congratulations.
Tommy Sasser.
Congratulations.
Ava Smoke.
Congratulations.
Caroline Spann.
Congratulations.
Lucas Sutherland.
Congratulations.
Wilson Swenson.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Marin Toombs.
Congratulations.
Caroline Uram.
Congratulations.
Addie Utsi.
Congratulations.
Noah Wallen.
Congratulations.
Mary Ferris Weathersby.
Congratulations.
And Emerson Wiseman.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to our junior class inductees. And we have some seniors joining us in our National Honor Society this year as well. So, you'll rise, you're up here with me, yeah, mostly. All right, Nicholas Biddle. Congratulations. Kai Blackwell. Okay.
Congratulations.
Jacob Burke.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ben Cuff. No Ben. Bays Duckworth. No Bays. Katie Gill.
Congratulations.
Jackson Graham.
Congratulations.
Ellen Herndon.
Congratulations.
Henry Hughes.
Congratulations.
Lily Hudson.
Congratulations.
Willa Jones.
Congratulations.
Lucas Reed.
Congratulations.
Good job, Lucas. Mason Ronchetto.
Congratulations.
Baker Story.
Congratulations.
Thank you again for everyone who's here. If you'll indulge me, for those of us who are joining us remotely, I'd like to read the names of some folks who couldn't join us today, but who are also inductees and who may be watching, or their families may be watching online. Brinley Clendaniel. Charlotte Halford. Campbell Lesher. Hannah Lieberman. Emerson Medlin. Iceland Peel. Elena Seymour. Embry Slack. Oliver Ball. Ella Bragg. Shayad Kamne. Hadley Shaw. And Elliot Yarborough. Congratulations to them, and congratulations again to all of you, our newest inductees to the National Honor Society at Academic Magnet High School. Congratulations. Thank you both. Thank you. Thank you.
Although not all of our returning senior members are able to be with us today, some are present as members of the Induction Ceremony Planning Committee, and many others are probably watching on the live stream. As we move to the conclusion of the ceremony, I'd like to thank Ms. Renas, our advisor, Noah Wallen, the leader of the Induction Ceremony Planning Committee, and other members of the Induction Ceremony Committee for their hard work in making this year's induction ceremony run as smoothly as possible. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. Thank you as well to Dr. Laura Russell, AMHS Media Specialist, and to the CCSD Division of Strategy and Communications, Michael Rabin, Stephen Wyatt, and Todd Schaefer, for helping us with technology aspects of this afternoon's ceremony. Thank you as well to our secretary, Ms. Vogel, our bookkeeper, Ms. Knox, and our administrators, Mr. Promoter, Ms. Pinkney, and Dr. Zerbst. And thank you once again to the NHS officers, the Induction Ceremony Planning Committee, and Ms. Renas. Thank you all for attending our Induction Ceremony Committee this afternoon. Please join me once again in applauding all the new National Honor Society members. And one final thank you to AMHS Pi for sponsoring our reception. So feel free to join us in the cafeteria afterwards for some food and drinks, and, well, our jazz band couldn't make it today, but food and drinks.
Juniors, we were hoping to get a pick real fast, and then the seniors. So if you could stand in front of the stage, maybe we could have one level on the stage and one level kind of on the ground here. Okay, can you do that? Thanks. Parents, if you want to head to the cafeteria, you can, or you can wait for us.